There was once a man, and he was desperately unhappy. He had no food and no money. And as if that wasn't bad enough, he had a wife who was desperate to have a baby. And no matter how hard they tried, they couldn't have a baby. No food, no money, no baby, and his mother was completely blind. What could he do? He thought the least he could do was to feed them. So he borrowed a gun and he went off to the woods to shoot a rabbit, for he thought he could make rabbit stew. And although rabbit stew is not a great dinner, it's better than no dinner at all. He was just looking for a rabbit to shoot when there was a flash of white, and he parted the bushes, and there in the bush, with his hoof stuck in a trap, was a unicorn, a snow-white horse with one spiral horn. And he thought, yum, yum, unicorn tagine. And he was just about to kill the unicorn when the unicorn spoke to him. The unicorn said, listen, I'm a magical creature. If you spare my life, I can give you one magic wish. And he thought, money. And the unicorn looked him in the eye and said, listen, money's not the answer to everything. It doesn't necessarily bring happiness. And you've only got one wish, so use it wisely. If his first thought was for money, his second thought was for food, his third thought was for a baby, and his fourth thought was for his mother's eyesight to be healed. At this point, I very often ask the audience what they think he should wish for. But the story is called The Clever Wish, so I'll tell you the wish that he made. He thought very hard, and he wished that his mother could see him and his wife rocking their baby in a golden cradle. And as he made that wish, there was a flash of blue light, and him and his wife were rocking a golden cradle with a newborn baby in it. And his mother was stood at the end of the cradle, smiling and waving, for she could see. But of course, a baby doesn't need a golden cradle. So that very afternoon, they sold the golden cradle. And with the money they got for the golden cradle, they bought enough food to feed the whole family for many, many months. Now they were all happy, so are we. So put on the kettle, we'll have a cup of tea, mint tea, which is how all the best stories end here in Marrakesh.